A warm welcome to Disky Talk with Liolo. If you're tuning in for the very first time, I do ask that you please subscribe and hit that notification bell. If you've been a part of this journey, I hope you thoroughly enjoy this episode. So, on today's episode, I discuss all things Amazulu as we have a look at the players that they have released and the incoming players as well. When you do have a look at it then, Amazulu have released 15 players, and within that list, you do have players like Tapelo Xoki, you do have Kalinge, you do have Memela, just to name a few. So, going into the next season then, Amazulu are looking then to rebuild a team, and they are looking then to start on a clean slate with regards to the personnel. However, on today's episode, we'll focus on a couple of players that they have brought in. So the 6 players that have been confirmed so far that they have brought in is, firstly, Utando Mkumela, who is a defender. And then you've got Uveliege Zulu, a centre-back as well, who played at Chippa United. And then you do have Rian Hanamum, a left-back / left wing-back, who also played at Chippa United as well. You do then have Dumisani Zuma from Kaizer Chiefs, you got Augustine Quem, and then you've got Gabadinho Mhango as well. So there are 4 players that I am going to focus on with regards to the players that have come in, and 4 players who I think will be key then with regards to Amazulu rebuilding and their new team in the new season. So when you have a look at it then, we will start with Uveliege Zulu. So when you have a look at Uveliege Zulu, this is a player who I think then would be a direct replacement for Tapelo Xoki, especially considering then how key Xoki has been for Amazulu in recent years. So we do know that Xoki is off to Orlando Pirates. So when you have a look at Uveliege Zulu, this is a centre-back who's done very well at Chippa United in the past season, and a centre-back that has impressed me within the league. Is aerially, he's very dominant and he's very, very tall, and a centre-back then who's also very strong. However, very comfortable on the ball with regards to building up from the back and reads the game well as well. So when you have a look at him then, I do think that he will be key within the heart of defense. And then moving on then right along at left back, depending with which system Brandon Truter decides to go with. So if he does go with a back 4, Rian Hanamub will be key then as a left back. If he does go with the back 3, Rian Hanamub is also then a very good wing back. So I would argue that he is a better left wing back than he is left back. However, when you do have a look at Rian Hanamub then, this is also another player then who had very good performances for Chippa United in recent seasons. And at some point, he was also the captain for Chippa United. So when you have a look at Rian Hanamub then, this is a very, very quick left-sided player. And he also then has good technical ability with regards to his deliveries into the box. So he would be then looking to occupy the left wide channel with regards to then how he'd be looking to impose himself. A player then who is quick, and he does get forward, and player then who is also very consistent throughout the season. So that is another player then who would be key for this Amazulu side, especially considering then that Amazulu at times have struggled. Yes, they did get Teresias Malepe in, who did then play as a left back. So I do think that would be a very good competition, but I do think that Rian Hanamub would be a much better left back or a better left wing back. And then moving on then right along, when you have a look at it then, you do then have Dumisani Zuma. So when you have a look at Dumisani Zuma, then this is a player then who can come off the left-hand side or he can come off the right-hand side. He is a winger and he is very, very quick. But when you have a look at him then, he does tend to occupy the inner channels a lot more. So he's not a winger then that would look to hog the touchline, but he does then look to occupy the half space a lot more with regards to his movement in between the lines laterally and how then he looks to position himself on the field. So a player then who does tend to drift in a lot of the time. So he is much more of an inverted winger. At times, he could also then occupy that inside forward role as well. A player then who is very, very quick, and a player then who is also intelligent and has an eye for goal as well. However, with Dumisani Zuma, we do know that he has struggled with off-the-field issues and injuries over the years. So it's going to be key then that he is able then to concentrate and be able then to ensure that he can get to a point then where he can consistently perform for this Amazulu side. And then The last player then, when you have a look at it, is Gabadinho Mhango. So when you have a look at Gabadinho Mhango, this is a forward-line player, a player then who did very well for Orlando Pirates in recent years. It's just that in the past season, he struggled for game time and he didn't really see much game time for Orlando Pirates, and there was also off-the-field issues as well. But when you do have a look at Gabadinho Mhango, this is a very, very lethal striker. So with Gabadinho Mhango, then he is also very mobile. So he can come off the left, he can come off the right, but then essentially he is a striker. So he is a forward and a player then who is very deadly, and he is ambipedal with regards to his finishing, can score left foot, right foot, and he's very, very strong as well. So when you do have a look at it then, these are 4 players who have come in and I think will be key for this Amazulu side and could very much walk into the lineup and form part and parcel of the new team then that Amazulu are looking to build. Ladies and gentlemen, do let me know, what do you make of some of the signings that Amazulu have made that I've mentioned, and these 4 players which I have earmarked as key players that could be players then who could potentially walk into the starting lineup for next season, and those players that they have released. And what do you foresee then Amazulu being able to do within the next season? Do you foresee them then being able then to finish within the top 4, being able to at least compete at least for 1 trophy? And do let me know at home, what do you make of this episode, where then it was a feature focus episode where we focused on Amazulu. Ladies and gentlemen, if you did enjoy this episode, please do subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, comment, share the link, and give me a super thanks as well. Thank you very much for tuning in to yet another special episode of Diski Talk with Liolo. Signing out.